Life's going to hit you, and it's going to hit you hard. And sometimes there's going to be walls, barriers, objects standing in your way. And what I've come to realize is you can overcome those objects and barriers or difficulties by walking. You want to zoom in because right now maybe you're in a place to where it looks like the wall is insurmountable. Looks like you can't overcome this wall. Looks like the mountain standing in front of you is next to impossible. Now, what happens if you zoom in? What happens if you start to look closer at the problem at hand? How would your life be then? What would it look like? Where would you be? What type of people would you interact with? What conversations would you have? What things would you stop doing? Because if you zoom in, you'll see that you've actually made a lot of progress. Good, you? You'll see that you've made more progress than you ever could have made before because you decided to look in instead of look out. It's such a different ballgame, dude. There's been many times in my life that I have looked outside and I see myself and I see the goal, the objective in front of me, and I'm like, there's no way that I'm going to be able to reach that. And then what I do is I zoom in. I look at what is one thing, one little step that I can do, making this video, posting on Instagram, posting on TikTok, posting on YouTube, having a conversation with a stranger, taking my camera, going on a walk, reading a book, reading one page, reading one paragraph, investing in a course, investing in coaching, which you can invest in my coaching. If you want, just email me with the email down in the description and we'll work something out. First session's on me, 30 minutes, and we can see what we can do for you. It's all about taking individual steps towards your goal. Maybe you have an objective to become a YouTuber, to become a successful entrepreneur, to become great at e-commerce, or to become a great tech reviewer, or TV show host of some sort, or make movies. Maybe you have a goal in mind that you want it to make a reality.
You don't judge the person that's out there getting the fights and like it's getting the bruises and the bashes and the hits. Like you can say that you could be down there every single day, but are you actually down there?
And you seem to be getting hung up because you see the wall, you see the barrier in front of you, and you're like, well, I can't push through this. I can't do it. And it's like, well, what if we change the perspective? What if we change the framing from...
Some people never get past that threshold. They know everything that they know.
Yep.
So it's just like, and there are so many like that in this world of even comedy and stuff. And sometimes they actually get further than the people who know more. Because you could then go on that dip. There's so much stuff I don't know. He's brilliant. And stuff like that. But then if you push through that, they say you go up again.
Exactly.
But still, it's quite interesting that they say your confidence never reaches that level.
Yeah.
Which I find really interesting. Like, even if you do get your confidence back, you'll never be like I think delusion is like the biggest confidence. People who just think they are can, and I find again like I kind of like those people a little bit.
Well, as a man thinketh, so is he.
I can't to I can. It's like, well, the wall looks too big. There's no way that I'm going to be able to climb that. It's like, okay, well, maybe you can't climb this wall. What happens if you just walk down a little bit further? Maybe there's an opening or a little, like maybe there's some bricks that are loose and you can start taking out those bricks and you can start to climb up the wall. Maybe you can start to have different conversations, or you can start to go on walks, or you can get different perspectives and different ideas that you didn't originally have because you just looked at the obstacle right in front of you compared to just walking down the path a little bit further. And it's going to be a little bit of a lonely path because when you start to live for yourself and you start to live in your own world and your own reality and your own perspective and you follow your beliefs, people are going to fall off because they see you. They are still standing at that exact same spot and looking at that same wall that you were looking at beforehand. But you decided to move. You decided to walk down a little bit and see like, hey, what's down 5 miles down here? Maybe there's something else that I can find that's a little bit more interesting. And you just started walking. This is what I do. I walk a lot. I enjoy walking. All I seem to do lately is walk. But I always walk and I always make progress when I do walk. Like I was at the gym the other day and one of my friends at the gym was doing handstands and I was like, hey, can I join in? So I joined in and we do these handstands where we walk on these little barriers types of things. So it's a little bit more challenging than just a normal standard handstand walk. As we're walking, we put 1 block, it was easy. We put 2 blocks, it was a little bit more challenging, then we do 3. And the 3rd block, this one absolutely killed me. I couldn't do it. The first one I did, got up and I rolled out and I landed right on my butt. And I was like, well, that sucked. Butt hurts. Last night, I was doing those handstands. I rolled out and I just landed like, ah. And I was like, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep working for it. I'm going to keep striving to get this. So I kept going. One after another, failed attempt after failed attempt after failed attempt after failed attempt.
You're not there. He is. He got it. Nice. Attaboy.
Yeah. I got that first block. That was all I wanted. I just wanted to get 1 block. I didn't have to do 2. I didn't have to do 3 like my friend. I just wanted to get that 1. And I did it. And this is a framing technique that I've been able to change in my own life, is finding certain aspects from like the gym and relating them to creating a YouTube channel, creating a business, creating satisfaction or happiness within oneself, is by finding certain aspects that you can change that perspective or that principle and apply it to a new area of your life. It's what happens in religious cultures. It's what happens in politics. I don't keep up with politics as much as I once did. It's what happens in the gym. It's what happens in books. All the information is the same. It's just said in a different way that will resonate best with you, which is why my content is resonating with the people that it needs to resonate with and not resonating with the people that it doesn't resonate with. This is what is going to happen when you start to grow and you start to walk down that path and get away from that brick wall that's right in front of you, and you start to look at the small individual steps that you're taking on a daily basis. Certain people aren't going to understand it. They just won't get what you're doing or why you're doing it.
There's no secret ingredient. It's just been you.
Or why you decide to leave where you were at when you were in a comfortable position. And it's like because you had something within you call you to do something more.
Early morning for me to be out here.
Because you realized that you could do more, because you realized that you were stronger, you realized that you were more capable. You realized that all the seeds that you had planted in the past, all the books that you've read, all the struggles or the failures or the tribulations or the attempts that you've made have led you up to this point right now. And you've been able to see that what you have been doing has been for the right reasons. Might not feel like the right reasons. It might not seem like the right reasons to everybody else, but it is for the right reasons, even if it doesn't appear to be so in this moment. It's like when you study, you go to school, you try something. Sure, it might not look like it's helping. 5 years later, that book, that experience, that conversation that you had changes everything. It helps you add one more brick to help you get over that wall. Helps you take another step and another step up and up and up and up to help you get out of that valley of despair, to help you find peace and happiness and joy and fulfillment and wealth and prosperity and abundance and anything that you want in life, because you decided to take that step. You decided to acquire those skills. You decided to acquire that knowledge that helped you to be able to become somebody that you could be proud of, somebody that you could look in the mirror and be like, I respect that man. I respect who he has become. I respect the work that he's put in, because he has tried. Yes, he has failed, but he hasn't given up. He continues to take one step at a time. He continues to move forward. He continues to keep standing and keep getting up, one hit after another. And he's never stopping. He's never quitting, because this is who he is. This is who you are. This is who we are. And this is what we do. We make progress. We grow into the people that we need to by overcoming challenging things that other people are unwilling to overcome because they're comfortable living the life that they live. That's perfectly okay. I just know that the people that watch my videos, you are not like that. You have something deeper in you. You have a calling. You have an urge. You have an itch. You have something that is compelling you to do things that are harder than what the normal average person would do. Because you remember that hard choices equal an easy life. And easy choices make a hard life. And you want to be having an easy life by making hard choices now. So when you want to and you're ready, zoom in, look at what the one thing that you can do today. It doesn't have to be big. You start small, and then you can start to build up and build up and build up. You can start to lift more weight. You can start to walk more miles. You can start to ride your bike more of a distance. You can look at nicer homes. You can have different conversations with different people. It all starts from doing one simple task, one simple perspective change, one simple framing tactic, just moving from where you are right now and start heading towards where you want to be. Awesome. If you guys like this video, please subscribe to the channel as I release videos every couple of days or so, it seems like. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.